Welcome back. Imagine holding a gemstone so brilliant, so intensely green, that even emeralds seem dull beside it. A stone so rare that many collectors spend years searching for just one perfect specimen. A gemstone born deep within the earth, hidden for millions of years, waiting to reveal a secret that few people know today. This is not an emerald. It is not a jade. And it is not a diamond. This is demantoid garnet, one of the most extraordinary gemstones ever discovered. A stone that dazzled kings, fascinated jewelers, survived revolutions, disappeared from the market for decades, and then returned to shock the gemstone world once again. But what makes this green gemstone so special? Why do collectors pay enormous sums for certain pieces? And what hidden secret makes some demantoid garnets more valuable than diamonds of similar size? The answers lie buried in a story filled with mystery, beauty, and surprise. And the deeper we go, the more incredible the story becomes. Demantoid garnet is often called the king of garnets. For centuries, garnets were known mainly for their deep red colors. They were beautiful stones, but they were common compared to many other gems. Then everything changed. A rare green variety appeared. Its color was vivid. Its sparkle was breathtaking. And its brilliance seemed almost impossible. Experts quickly realized they were looking at something extraordinary. The name demantoid comes from an old word meaning diamond-like. And there was a reason for that. This gemstone displayed a level of fire and brilliance that stunned jewelers. When light entered the stone, flashes of yellow, green, orange, and gold exploded from within. Many gemstones are beautiful. Very few seem alive. Demantoid garnet appeared alive. But that was only the beginning. The story takes us to the rugged Ural Mountains of Russia during the 19th century. At the time, the region was already famous for minerals and gemstones. Prospectors searched rivers, mountains, and forests hoping to uncover hidden treasures beneath the earth. Then something remarkable happened. Small green crystals began appearing among the rocks. At first, nobody fully understood what they had found. The crystals looked different from anything commonly seen. As more specimens were collected and studied, scientists realized they had discovered a completely new and incredibly rare variety of garnet. News spread quickly. Collectors became fascinated. Gem dealers rushed to acquire samples. And jewelers immediately recognized its potential. What happened next shocked everyone. Demand exploded. The gemstone's intense green color made it stand out from nearly every other gem on the market. Soon, demantoid garnet became one of the most desired stones in Europe. Its rise was rapid. Its reputation was legendary. And that's where the mystery deepened. Russia during this period was ruled by powerful emperors and aristocrats who loved luxury. The country's elite embraced demantoid garnet almost immediately. The gemstone appeared in royal jewelry. It decorated brooches, necklaces, rings, and ornamental objects. Some of the finest jewelers of the era became obsessed with the stone. Among them was the legendary Russian jeweler Karl Faberge. His creations became famous throughout the world, and demantoid garnet often appeared in his masterpieces. The gemstone's brilliance allowed it to shine even under candlelight. At grand royal events, demantoid sparkled with extraordinary intensity. People couldn't stop staring. Soon wealthy collectors across Europe wanted these rare Russian treasures. Prices climbed higher and higher. The gemstone became a symbol of elegance and status. Yet its greatest years were still ahead. As the world entered the 20th century, demantoid garnet reached the peak of its fame. Collectors competed fiercely for exceptional specimens. Jewelers praised its beauty. Scientists admired its unusual characteristics. Everything seemed perfect. Then disaster struck. The Russian Revolution changed everything. Political turmoil disrupted mining operations throughout the country. Trade routes collapsed. Many gemstone deposits became inaccessible. Almost overnight, the supply of demantoid garnet began disappearing. The once famous gemstone became increasingly difficult to find. Years passed. Then decades. Many people assumed its golden age had ended forever. Some even feared the finest deposits had been exhausted. The gemstone that once dazzled emperors seemed destined to become a forgotten treasure. But the story was far from over. Few people know that demantoid garnet carries a fascinating collection of legends and mysteries. Because of its vibrant green color, some believed the stone possessed special powers. Ancient stories claimed green gems symbolized renewal, prosperity, and protection. Owners often viewed demantoids as lucky stones. Some believed they attracted success. Others thought they strengthened relationships and inspired creativity. Whether these beliefs were true or not, they added to the stone's growing mystique. Collectors became captivated not only by its beauty but by the stories surrounding it. And yet one mystery stood above all others. A mystery hidden inside the gemstone itself. A mystery that continues to fascinate experts today. To understand it, we must look closer. Much closer. Scientifically, demantoid garnet is extraordinary. It belongs to a garnet group known as andradite. What makes it special is its unusually high dispersion. Dispersion refers to a gemstone's ability to separate light into different colors. Diamonds are famous for this effect. But surprisingly, demantoid garnet often displays even stronger dispersion than diamond. That means flashes of rainbow colors can appear with incredible intensity. When properly cut, the effect is mesmerizing. Light dances through the stone like tiny fireworks. This unique brilliance helps explain why collectors value demantoids so highly. But the scientific wonders do not stop there. Inside some stones are delicate, golden fibers that resemble tiny strands of hair. These unusual inclusions became known as horsetails. Under magnification, they spread outward like the tail of a horse. At first glance, inclusions usually reduce a gemstone's value. Normally, collectors prefer stones with fewer internal features. Yet demantoid garnet breaks that rule. And that's where the mystery deepened even further. The horsetail inclusions became one of the gemstone's most famous identifying features. Rather than lowering value, they often increase it. Collectors view them as proof of authenticity. Some of the most prized Russian demantoids contain beautiful horsetail patterns hidden within. In a remarkable twist, imperfections became treasures. The truth was even more surprising. Modern gemologists can learn a great deal from these tiny structures. They provide clues about how the gemstone formed deep underground millions of years ago. Each inclusion tells part of a geological story stretching back through unimaginable periods of time. It is like holding a time capsule created by the Earth itself. Today, demantoid garnet remains one of the most desirable collector gemstones in the world. Although Russia remains legendary for its historic deposits, new sources have also been discovered in places such as Namibia, Madagascar, Iran, and Italy. Each location produces stones with slightly different characteristics. Collectors often debate which source produces the finest examples. Some prefer the historic Russian gems. Others admire the vivid colors found in African material. The competition continues. Auction houses regularly feature exceptional demantoids. Rare specimens command impressive prices. Collectors seek stones with intense color, exceptional brilliance, and desirable inclusions. Museums display them proudly. Gem enthusiasts dream of owning them. And investors increasingly recognize their rarity. Yet despite all this attention, one final secret remains. A secret that surprises even experienced gemstone collectors. But the biggest secret was still hidden. Many people assume larger gemstones are always more valuable. With demantoid garnet, that assumption can be completely wrong. Large, high-quality demantoids are extraordinarily rare. Most crystals form in relatively small sizes. Finding a clean stone with excellent color and strong brilliance becomes increasingly difficult as size increases. The result is astonishing. A fine demantoid weighing only a few carats can sometimes be worth more than much larger gemstones from other famous species. Some collectors spend years searching for a single exceptional example. Others may never find one at all. This scarcity has helped create the stone's legendary status. Yet the most surprising fact is that many people have never heard of it. Despite its incredible brilliance, royal history, and remarkable rarity, demantoid garnet remains unknown to much of the public. It is one of the gemstone world's best-kept secrets. A hidden treasure hiding in plain sight. A gemstone that quietly outshines many more famous rivals. And perhaps that mystery is part of its charm. In a world where attention often follows the most famous names, demantoid garnet stands apart. It does not need fame to prove its worth. Its beauty speaks for itself. Its history speaks for itself. And its brilliance continues to captivate anyone fortunate enough to see it. From the mountains of Russia to the collections of modern enthusiasts, demantoid garnet has traveled an extraordinary path. It survived revolutions. It survived disappearance. It survived decades of uncertainty. And yet it remains one of nature's most breathtaking creations. A gemstone born in darkness. A treasure hidden beneath the earth for millions of years. A stone whose fire can rival diamonds. And a reminder that some of the world's greatest wonders remain largely undiscovered. The next time you hear someone mention rare gemstones, remember this remarkable green treasure. Because while many stones are beautiful, very few carry a story like demantoid garnet. And perhaps somewhere, deep beneath the earth, another crystal is still waiting to be found. Waiting to continue the mystery. Welcome back. Imagine discovering a gemstone so beautiful that experts compared it to the finest emeralds on earth, yet almost nobody had ever heard of it. A stone hidden for millions of years beneath the wild landscapes of East Africa. A gem so rare that even experienced jewelers once believed it was impossible for nature to create such intense green color without flaws. And yet, it existed. Deep within ancient rocks, waiting to be found. Today, we uncover the incredible story of Rarest garnet, one of the world's most stunning and underrated gemstones. A stone born from fire, pressure, and time. A stone that nearly remained hidden forever. And a stone whose greatest secret may surprise you more than any diamond ever could. Rarest garnet is often called one of nature's greatest treasures. Its vivid green color instantly captures attention. Many people who see it for the first time assume it is an emerald. But look closer, and the differences become impossible to ignore. Unlike many emeralds, Rarest often appears cleaner, brighter, and more brilliant. Its sparkle can be extraordinary. Yet despite its beauty, Rarest remains far less famous than diamonds, rubies, or sapphires. That mystery alone raises an important question. How can one of the most beautiful gemstones on Earth remain relatively unknown? The answer takes us on a journey across continents, through dangerous wilderness, and into one of the most remarkable gemstone discoveries of the 20th century. But that was only the beginning. The story starts in East Africa. Long before modern maps existed, the lands of Kenya and Tanzania were shaped by powerful geological forces. Mountains rose. Ancient rocks twisted under immense pressure. Heat and minerals interacted deep underground for hundreds of millions of years. Nature was slowly creating something extraordinary. Then, in the 1960s, a Scottish geologist named Campbell Bridges began exploring these remote regions. Bridges was known for his determination. He spent years searching for gemstones in places where few people dared to venture. The terrain was harsh. The conditions were dangerous. Wild animals roamed the area. Yet Bridges believed hidden treasures were waiting beneath the surface. One day, his persistence paid off. While exploring near the border of Kenya and Tanzania, he encountered a dazzling green crystal unlike anything he had seen before. At first glance, it resembled emerald. But scientific testing revealed a stunning truth. This was not emerald at all. It was a completely different gemstone. A rare green variety of garnet. The discovery shocked experts. Green garnets were already known, but nothing matched the vivid color and quality of this newly found material. The gem world suddenly realized that a remarkable new treasure had emerged from Africa. What happened next shocked everyone. Finding the gemstone was only the first challenge. Introducing it to the world proved even harder. Most people already associated green gemstones with emeralds. Convincing jewelers and collectors to embrace a new green gem seemed nearly impossible. The stone needed a name. Eventually, it became known as Savorite, named after the nearby Tsavo region of Kenya. The name sounded exotic and memorable. Slowly, interest began to grow. Gem dealers were fascinated. Collectors became curious. Experts praised its beauty. But widespread recognition remained elusive. And that's where the mystery deepened. Throughout history, green gemstones have held special meaning. Ancient civilizations often associated green stones with life, renewal, wealth, and power. Kings and queens treasured green gems because they symbolized prosperity and eternal youth. Although Savorite itself was only discovered recently, it quickly entered this long tradition of admiration. Luxury jewelers began incorporating it into high-end designs. Collectors sought exceptional specimens. Museums displayed remarkable examples to showcase nature's artistry. Many experts started asking an unexpected question. Could Savorite actually be superior to emerald in some ways? The debate continues even today. Some gemologists point out that Savorite is often more durable than emerald. Others highlight its remarkable brilliance. Its ability to reflect light creates a vibrant sparkle that can be breathtaking. For many collectors, these qualities transformed Savorite from an alternative gemstone into a true star in its own right. But the biggest secret was still hidden. Like many precious stones, Savorite became surrounded by stories and legends. Local communities living near the gemstone deposits had long believed certain areas possessed unusual spiritual energy. Some believed the green crystals were gifts from the earth itself. Others viewed them as symbols of protection and abundance. As tales spread, the gemstone gained an almost mythical reputation. Prospectors spoke of incredible luck following major discoveries. Some miners claimed the stone appeared only to those who respected the land. Whether these stories were true or not, they added another layer of fascination. And yet, reality proved just as extraordinary as legend. Few people know that the environments where Savorite forms are incredibly rare. Nature must create exactly the right conditions. The right minerals. The right temperature. The right pressure. And enough time. Without this perfect combination, Savorite simply cannot exist. That makes every crystal a geological miracle. The truth was even more surprising. Scientifically, Savorite is a variety of grossular garnet. Its stunning green color comes primarily from trace amounts of vanadium and chromium. These elements act like nature's paintbrush, giving the gemstone its unforgettable appearance. But color is only part of the story. Savorite possesses exceptional brilliance. Light enters the stone and bounces through its crystal structure with remarkable efficiency. The result is intense sparkle and vivid brightness. Many gemstones lose some visual impact under different lighting conditions. Savorite often maintains its beauty in both natural and artificial light. This characteristic makes it especially prized among jewelry designers. Its durability adds another advantage. Unlike some gemstones that require special care, Savorite is relatively resistant to everyday wear. That means collectors can enjoy its beauty without constant worry. And still, its rarity remains one of its greatest attractions. High-quality Savorite is far rarer than many people realize. Large crystals are exceptionally uncommon. Finding a clean stone with outstanding color can be incredibly difficult. Every year, only a limited amount reaches the market. This scarcity continues to drive fascination among gem enthusiasts worldwide. As demand increased, prices began climbing. Luxury brands embraced the gemstone. Collectors competed for exceptional specimens. Auction houses noticed growing interest. The gemstone that once sat unnoticed beneath African soil was becoming an international treasure. Today, Savorite appears in some of the world's finest jewelry collections. Celebrities have worn it. Designers celebrate it. Investors recognize its potential. Yet it remains far less common than traditional gemstones. That balance of beauty and rarity creates a powerful appeal. For collectors, owning a fine Savorite often feels like discovering a hidden masterpiece. Something extraordinary that many others have overlooked. And that brings us to the most shocking part of the story. For decades, the gemstone's greatest challenge was not rarity. It was visibility. Many people simply did not know it existed. Imagine possessing qualities that rival some of the world's most famous gemstones. Imagine being rarer than many celebrated jewels. Imagine displaying extraordinary color and brilliance. And still remaining largely unknown. That is the incredible reality of Savorite. In many ways, its greatest secret is that it may be one of the finest gemstone values in the world. Experts have often noted that gemstones of comparable beauty can sell for dramatically higher prices simply because they enjoy greater public recognition. Savorite challenges that idea. It proves that fame and quality are not always the same thing. Some collectors believe future generations will view Savorite very differently. As awareness grows and supplies remain limited, its importance may continue to rise. The possibility adds another layer of intrigue. Could this hidden treasure eventually become one of the most sought-after gemstones on Earth? Only time will tell. But there is one final twist. The discovery of Savorite changed the gemstone industry forever. It reminded the world that nature still holds secrets. Even in modern times. Even in an age of satellites, technology, and scientific exploration. A completely unexpected treasure emerged from the wilderness and transformed what experts thought they knew. That lesson continues to inspire gem hunters today. Somewhere beneath mountains, deserts, forests, and remote landscapes, other undiscovered wonders may still be waiting. Hidden. Silent. Patient. Just as Savorite once was. And perhaps that is what makes this gemstone so captivating. Not simply its beauty. Not merely its rarity. But what it represents. Hope. Discovery. The possibility that extraordinary things still exist beyond the horizon. Savorite garnet began its journey deep within the Earth millions of years ago. It survived unimaginable geological forces. It remained hidden through the rise and fall of civilizations. It waited while empires came and went. And then, at exactly the right moment, it revealed itself to humanity. A brilliant green reminder that some of the greatest treasures are not the most famous. They are the ones still waiting to be discovered. And somewhere, beneath the ancient rocks of our planet, the next great mystery may already be waiting. Welcome back. What if I told you that one of the rarest gemstones on Earth is so uncommon that many jewelers may never see a single natural specimen in their entire lives? A stone so mysterious that for decades it remained hidden from the world, known only to a handful of experts. A gemstone with an ocean blue glow, a history tied to remote lands, and a value that can rival some of the most famous jewels ever discovered. This is the story of Grandidierite. A gemstone so rare that some collectors spend years searching for one. A stone that seems almost unreal when light passes through it. And a mineral whose greatest secret remained hidden for more than a century. But that was only the beginning. Deep within the world of rare minerals, few names inspire as much fascination as Grandidierite. It is often described as one of the most beautiful gemstones ever discovered. Its colors can appear as a stunning mix of blue, green, and turquoise, creating a glow that resembles tropical seas viewed from above. Yet despite its beauty, most people have never heard of it. Unlike diamonds, rubies, or sapphires, Grandidierite never became a household name. It remained hidden in the shadows of the gem world, quietly building a reputation among collectors and experts who understood just how extraordinary it truly was. Its rarity became legendary. For many years, finding a transparent Grandidierite suitable for jewelry was considered almost impossible. Even museums struggled to acquire exceptional examples. Collectors whispered about it as if it were a secret treasure known only to insiders. And that's where the mystery deepened. The story begins on the massive island of Madagascar, a place famous for unique wildlife, strange landscapes, and some of the world's most unusual minerals. In the early 20th century, explorers and scientists were fascinated by Madagascar's geological riches. Vast regions remained largely unexplored, and every expedition carried the possibility of discovering something entirely new. During one of these scientific explorations, an unusual mineral was identified. It displayed remarkable colors and properties unlike many known gemstones of the time. The stone was named after Alfred Grandidierite, a respected French explorer and naturalist who devoted much of his life to studying Madagascar. His work helped reveal the island's wonders to the wider world. The newly discovered mineral carried his name: Grandidierite. At first, few people paid attention. Scientists studied it, catalogued it, and preserved specimens. But gemstone-quality crystals remained incredibly scarce. Most samples were opaque or heavily included. The possibility of finding clear material seemed almost like a dream. Years passed. Then decades. The stone remained one of the rarest minerals known to gemologists. Many experts believed that transparent grandidierite might never become available in meaningful quantities. Some even wondered whether gem-quality examples existed at all. But the truth was even more surprising. As interest in rare gemstones grew throughout the 20th century, collectors became increasingly fascinated by unusual discoveries. Rare stones were no longer simply scientific curiosities. They became symbols of exclusivity, mystery, and prestige. Museums sought exceptional specimens. Private collectors competed for ownership. Auction houses watched closely. Among all these treasures, grandidierite occupied a special place. Its rarity alone made it remarkable. Yet rarity was only part of the story. Its beauty was unforgettable. Anyone fortunate enough to see a fine specimen often described the experience in similar ways. The colors appeared alive. Blue blended into green. Green blended into turquoise. Light seemed to dance within the crystal. The gemstone looked almost magical. Few people know that some gem collectors consider grandidierite one of the most beautiful colored stones ever discovered. And still, most of the world remained unaware of its existence. As the years passed, stories began to emerge around the stone. Whenever a gemstone becomes rare enough, mystery often follows. Some believed grandidierite represented hidden wisdom waiting to be discovered. Others viewed its ocean-like colors as symbols of balance and calm. In certain gemstone communities, it gained a reputation as a stone connected to clarity and inner understanding. Of course, there is no scientific proof behind such beliefs. Yet legends have always followed rare treasures. Human beings are naturally drawn to mystery. The rarer the object, the greater the stories surrounding it. And grandidierite was among the rarest of them all. Collectors often spoke about the thrill of searching for one. Dealers traveled across continents hoping to locate quality specimens. Every new discovery generated excitement because nobody knew when the next one might appear. Each stone felt like a treasure recovered from a forgotten world. But that was only the beginning. To truly understand grandidierite, we must look at the science behind its existence. Nature created this gemstone under very specific geological conditions. The combination of elements required for its formation is exceptionally uncommon. This is one reason why grandidierite remains so rare. Its crystal structure produces remarkable optical effects. Depending on the direction from which it is viewed, the stone can display different shades of color. This phenomenon is known as pleochroism. It means that a single gemstone may reveal multiple color tones as it moves under light. One moment it appears deep blue. The next, green. Then turquoise. The effect can be breathtaking. Even experienced gemologists are often amazed when examining high-quality specimens. The stone's transparency adds another layer of beauty. Light enters the crystal and interacts with its structure in fascinating ways, creating vivid flashes of color. The result is a gemstone unlike almost any other. And that's where the mystery deepened. For much of its history, truly transparent grandidierite was almost impossible to find. Collectors accepted this reality. Scientists accepted it. The gemstone's rarity seemed permanent. Then something extraordinary happened. In the 21st century, new discoveries in Madagascar began producing transparent gem-quality material. The gem world was stunned. What many experts had considered nearly impossible suddenly became reality. For the first time, jewelers could work with transparent grandidierite suitable for cutting and polishing. News spread rapidly through collector circles. Prices climbed. Interest exploded. What happened next shocked everyone. Even with these discoveries, grandidierite remained astonishingly rare. The number of fine transparent stones entering the market was tiny compared to traditional gemstones. Diamonds are found in vastly greater quantities. Rubies are more available. Even many famous rare gemstones appear more frequently. But grandidierite remained elusive. Its scarcity transformed it into a dream acquisition for serious collectors. Today, exceptional specimens can command extraordinary prices. High-quality stones are often sought after by investors, museums, and private buyers who understand their significance. Owning a fine grandidierite is not simply about possessing a gemstone. It is about owning a piece of geological history. A natural masterpiece created through events that unfolded millions of years ago. And yet the biggest secret was still hidden. Among all the facts surrounding grandidierite, one stands above the rest. Its rarity is so extreme that many experts rank it among the rarest gemstones ever used in jewelry. Think about that for a moment. The world contains countless gemstones. Thousands of mineral species have been identified. Yet grandidierite occupies a category reserved for only a select few. A category defined by extraordinary scarcity. For decades, transparent gem-quality stones were so uncommon that some collectors knew them only through photographs and museum displays. Even today, finding a large, clean, high-quality grandidierite remains exceptionally difficult. Many specimens weigh only a few carats. Larger stones become exponentially rarer. This means that every significant discovery has the potential to change the gemstone market overnight. The rarity is not merely a marketing story. It is real. It is measurable. And it continues to astonish experts around the world. But perhaps the most surprising truth is this. Despite being one of the rarest gemstones on Earth, grandidierite remains relatively unknown to the general public. Most people recognize diamonds. Most recognize emeralds. Many know sapphires and rubies. Yet few have ever heard the name grandidierite. This creates a strange paradox. One of Earth's greatest gemstone treasures remains hidden in plain sight. A secret known primarily to collectors, gemologists, and those willing to venture beyond the familiar. And maybe that is exactly what makes it so fascinating. Because grandidierite reminds us that the world still holds mysteries. Even in an age of satellites and technology, remarkable discoveries continue to exist. Treasures remain hidden beneath the surface. Stories remain untold. Secrets remain waiting to be uncovered. As we reach the end of this journey, one thing becomes clear. Grandidierite is more than a gemstone. It is a symbol of rarity itself. A reminder that nature can create beauty so uncommon that only a fortunate few may ever hold it in their hands. Born within the depths of the earth, hidden for millions of years, discovered in a distant land, and treasured by collectors across the globe, grandidierite stands as one of the most extraordinary minerals ever found. And somewhere beneath the soil of Madagascar, perhaps another crystal still waits. Undiscovered. Unseen. Holding secrets that no one has yet imagined. The next great discovery may already exist. Hidden in darkness. Waiting for the moment when its story finally comes to light.